So there's going to be roughly an hour-long session. As the topic says, it's trading using mathematics, no indicator methods. Arun sir, SEBI-registered financial advisor, absolutely brilliant, and it's primarily going to be in English. That's some of the questions that were asked.
So it's going to be in English because I don't know Hindi. So I know like English and Tamil alone. I'm from South, so I would be able to answer the queries in English alone.
Right.
Okay. If in case any Hindi translation is needed, you kindly take care of it, bro.
Definitely, sir.
Okay. Okay, friends, we'll get started because it's an interesting topic. We don't want to waste much of the time. Okay. Okay, so we'll move on. Okay, so there are like tons of methods to trade using the max part. We'll pick my personal favorite phi and option reversal trick. If in case you are there in my Telegram channel, you would have already known like how we are using these data in the last this WAT we are using in the last 2 years, and the pi we are using in the last 6 months. And whenever I say like use, like we'll be giving you practical examples, practical application. Like we don't go with the charts or the stuff. So we'll be teaching you how to apply them or like trade in options. So these methods are basically designed for option buying. So we'll focus in that aspect as well. If in case you're an option seller, we have something for you at the end of this session. I'll elaborate on that part. Okay. So I believe everybody know like what is pi. So pi is nothing but it's the ratio 3.14. So pi is a mathematical constant, and the beauty is it is there in nature. When something is in nature, it governs or it works with supreme accuracy. Okay, see like everything it's pattern. When I say like pattern, we are constructing a particular room in a particular way, and this is happening for years, right? So we are not constructing a room in a different way, or we are not, of course, changes, evolution do happens, but the ultimate fundamental or the most basic stuff, they never change, right? So pi is nothing but it is the circumference of a circle, that is 2 pi r divided by the diameter 2r. So once you take the circumference and divide it by diameter, you have this mathematical constant 3.14. And we'll, without boring much about mathematics, we'll directly see like how you could apply this particular ratio to take positional trades in index and stock options. So whatever I'm teaching, it works in equity predominantly. Commodity you could backtest. Don't test these in crypto. In general, crypto no technical works, and just go with equity. If you're an investor, of course, you could make use of this as well. Okay, so it is the fundamental shape, and since circle is universal, these are universal. Okay, and pi, it is related to Fibonacci series. Everybody, I believe, like you know the Fibonacci series, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, right? So you just keep on adding the last two numbers, you'll be having the Fibonacci numbers. So pi and Fibonacci numbers are related through Euler's formula. Once again, we are not going into deep mathematics part. I just want you to understand like how a very commonly appearing max could be used in trading. Okay. So again, so pi and Fibonacci are related, or they have like a solid constant relationship. And Fibonacci is the heart of harmonics. I believe you all know, like my personal trading stuff is harmonics, because it is again a leading indicator. So for this harmonics, Fibonacci is heart, and Fibonacci and pi are correlated, and everything's again mathematics. Okay. If in case you know harmonics, apart from the textbook harmonics, what we use a GAN as well along with harmonics. Okay. Again, whatever strategy or methods we use, it's 90% it does not need any indicators, and we'll be using the basic simple mathematics. Okay. Even a 4th standard kid could understand. We are not going to bring the complex integration calculus or differential calculus, which even I wonder why I learned in my college days. So we'll be just going with very basic stuff.
Right. Absolutely, sir.
Okay. Friends, let me complete at least one part, then we'll take up the queries. Okay. Yeah. So, like this is the FIBO series, and pi and FIBO series are connected. Of course, they even say like pi has got a relationship with, I mean, it's there even before the Big Bang. We go to how to trade based on pi. Okay, so before going into the calculation, so this is the practical application of pi in May series, which got completed very recently. So these calls were given based on pi, HDFC MC 1970 PE, and it has given 175% return or 7,800 single lot profit. So we'll be seeing, we'll be taking even like few of the examples which are shown here, and we'll show you like how you could do the calculations in a similar way. Okay. So this Excel you can download from our app, Harmonic Traders. So let's get started. Okay, now how to do the basic calculation for pi? You pick any stock. Okay, you pick any stock. Let's say like we are taking coal pal. So I am just taking a past example. If you want, we could take any the current month pi, and we'll do some calculation as well at the end of the session. So let's say like we have taken a sample stock coal pal, and based on the April month close, we are calculating pi for. Okay, let me take the Tata Consumer because we have taken the trade as well. Okay. Just a second. Okay. So let's take this example. So this is June month, right? So for June month pi numbers, you need May month closing data. For May month pi, you need April closing data. When I say like closing data, it is last working day or last trading day of a particular month. So with respect to April, we had a trading day till April 28, right? So April 28 close you are supposed to take. So that is 763. So you take this close. Okay, I need a pi value for pi support resistance for Tata Consumer. So I have taken this 763. Now we know pi is 3.14, right? So we are calculating pi factor. Okay, so this is the first step. So pi factor is nothing but the close divided by pi into 10. Okay, so we are not dividing it by pi, we are multiplying it by 10. So putting simple words, it is 763 divided by 3.14 into 10. Okay, so why this 10? Because this is like we have back tested this data for the past 5 years, and when we combine with 10, the results are extremely better, or the success rate is more than 70%. Okay, so once we divide 763 by 31.4, and one more reason is like we know like even in GAN, like 30 is an important angle, and every month there are like 30 calendar days, or like 31 calendar days. So it plays a crucial role with respect to the cycle as well. So once you have this 763 and you are dividing it by pi factor, you have this constant 24. Now very simple. Take this 24 and add to close. You can see all the formula here. So you're just adding this 24 to the close. You have the pi first resistance. So basically, you take the previous month close, divide it by 31.4. You have a pi factor. You add the pi factor to close. You have the pi first resistance. When you subtract this 24 or pi factor from the close, you have the pi support. Right? So here, if you just see, it is previous close minus pi factor, that is the first support. Now we have the second pi. So this is important because not all the time market will be like in kind of tight range. A lot of time market will be going extremely up or down. So in those cases, the stocks as well will be going highly up or down. So we need to go with the second pi support and resistance. So this is nothing but you take this number and subtract, add. Okay, so this is R1, right? So this is R1. If you add the pi factor to R1, you have the R2. Or you take the close and add 2 into pi factor, that becomes R2. That's it. Okay. Likewise, the second support it is obtained by taking the close and subtracting by 2 into pi factor, or take the first support and subtract this 24.3. So you have the second support. Any queries in how these numbers are calculated, like how we calculated pi R1, pi S1, pi R2, S2? If any explanation is needed, let me brief again, because this is the heart of pi. So only if you understand this part, then we could see like how to practically apply this.
Pretty much some people joined late, so their queries are there, how to know pi factor value and how to find pi factor. I think that is the only query that's repeating. Otherwise, yeah.
Okay, I'll repeat that for the latecomers. So see, like we were discussing about like the importance of the mathematical constant pi 3.14. Okay, so pi factor is nothing but you take the previous month close. So you could take for any stock or index, absolutely can take for anything. So when I say like previous month close, last calendar working day. So why I'm specifying this? So we have some other method called ORT. There we'll be taking a different close. Okay. So for pi method, we take the last calendar close. So you take the last calendar close and divide it by 31.4 basically. Okay. So if you want to like go with the easiest way, it is pi into 10. So once you divide it by 31.4, you have the pi factor for the particular stock for the particular month. And of course, this is going to keep on changing every month based on the closing value, right? So for this particular stock, the pi factor is 24.3. Let me take a different example. Okay, now let's take this ICGI. So we have taken the close and we have divided by the close divided by 31.4. The number is 34. Now what I'm doing, so this is pi factor. Take the close plus pi factor, that is equal to R1, pi R1. If you take the close and you subtract from pi factor, you have the pi support. Okay. And if you add this number one more time, you have the pi R2. If you subtract this number one more time, you have the pi S2. That's it. So basically, and yes, you can even calculate for R3, S3, but very rare cases R3, S3 would be coming. So I could say, let's when I say like stock, let's simply put like Nifty 50 stocks. So in Nifty 50 stocks, at least 50% of stocks would be giving this entry, and maybe 30% of stocks they would be giving this entry. Okay, so this is little abnormal phenomena. So yes, you will be getting lot of entry in pi once you go with the Nifty 50 stocks. You can go with the other F&O stocks as well. But my recommendation is initially go only with Nifty 50 stock, because the momentum, the volatility, everything is nice with respect to the Nifty 50 stocks. Okay, right. So I believe like you got the idea like how to calculate the pi support and resistance. Now let's see the practical application. So we saw Tata Consumer. So this value we could calculate on the first day of the month. So the resistance is 788. So once 788 comes, yes, you can just wait for one red candle to be closed, or wait for one red candle close, and next day you could enter, or you can even enter with 15-minute red candle when you're going for sell. Okay. So how to enter? So my recommendation is initially trade in option with small SL. So if in case your capital is let's say like 1 lakh, you could take maximum risk of 2 to 3K. Okay, so since it is positional, you could buy a PE for 2 to 3K and you could hold. What if the trade goes against me? Yes, you will be losing money. Worst case scenario, you are going to lose only this amount of money. Okay, so my recommendation is you could go with positional trades based on pi. And again, with respect to stock, I always prefer taking entry after 10th. Reason is there would be like good amount of premium decay which has happened already, and the prices would be very much attractive. If in case you are getting a pie which is getting activated on say like 16th or 18th, yes, it has got very good success rate or like risk reward, because there are few days are left, and even if the stock moves by 2% or 3%, your options would be giving more than 50% or even 70%. So how to apply this? So once this particular number comes, let me do in very simple way, then we'll bring the other systems in. So once the number comes, just wait for a reversal candle and you could enter into the trade. So here, if in case you have entered, so the spot gave like 30 points, and the option, like I said, we go for like 0 0 on our positional trades. So here the amount invested is 3,500. So the maximum risk which you are going to lose in this particular trade, if it goes against you, is it's 3,500, right? With respect to trading for the freshers or newbies, there is only one simple secret. Okay, I mean, people could say like a lot of things, but the real simple, small, or like the hardcore secret is small SL. Nothing else. Okay, not it is not like too much of technicals or too much of system, algo, chat GPT. Nothing is supreme, but only this is supreme. So whatever you do, never violate this particular thing. So always trade with small SL. So why we are just going with positional with small risk? Even when the trade goes against us, the amount which we are going to lose, it should be easily recoverable by us. Okay, so just stick on to this part. And what happened? This particular stock option from 3.9, it made high of 13.9, and it gave like 251% return. Okay. Okay, so this is for Grasim. So again, this is for May based on April month close. So this is the first resistance. So if you just see, so this is the next thing which I want to say. So now we have covered the basic pipe, right? So if you just see like four days, it is consolidating in the same range, or pi is acting as a good resistance. Like, so if in case you are a price action trader, you know, like rejections are happening here, and since pi sell is also there at the same place, this trade is a better trade, or this is going to give a better return compared to the normal typical pi trade. Why? We have the price action as well along with pi. Now, if you just see, earlier we were discussing about pi. Now we are slowly bringing into price action. So this is how like you are supposed to combine different methods. Don't stick to one particular strategy. You can have one strategy as your heart, but around that strategy, build lot of filters. Okay, so the filters will be helping you to eliminate a lot of noise, or it will save you from a lot of SL hitting stuff. Okay, so here again, based on typical price action and pi, the sell got activated, and whenever like you are entering into these trades after 10, the risk reward ratio will always be better, because even if stocks correct by 2 or 3%, your option would be giving big wonderful profit. So that's this particular option. So it gave 23K profit. So this we went as intraday, and the SL was not it, and it generated this profit in our paid services, of course. Okay. Now the next thing which we want to bring is, there is something called anchor. Of course, this 1 hour session will not be enough for me to cover all the mathematical methods. I'll give you a brief hint like what are the other simple maths. So we have these videos like Anchor and few more stuff in our app. So you could download our app. So app name is Harmonic Traders. You could download our app and check all these videos for free. Okay. So now let me bring in simple way. So we know Ultratech Cement. So April close is 756, and the pi R1 is 7796. So when the pi resistance is getting activated, so honestly it got activated somewhere around here. So here you could see based on the previous price action as well, the sell is there. And what is this anchor? Anchor is nothing but strong red candles where the open high are same. So this means that this particular day from the open till the close, people have only shorted this stock. So these highs act as good resistance. So this is red anchor. So red anchor high act as resistance. Likewise, if you just see, so here this particular day open low is same. and the entire day the buyers have dominated. So this low, it will be acting as support. So this is green anchor. So like I said, anchor, we have shared a 1 hour video. I'm not going to spend too much time in it. To put in simple words, you take the green anchor low for buy and red anchor high for sell. Okay, and you combine this as well along with buy. So here red anchor means sell. So red anchor high act as resistance. So the resistance is matching with buy resistance and price action resistance. And this stock corrected by 210 points in 3 or 4 days. And of course, in option from 36, it made high of 77.6. And again, just see the risk taken here is 3,006. So whatever happens, you are going to lose this amount, and it has given back the amount you have invested. The reason is it's not because of pi alone. So we have the basic price action and the anchor as well. And yes, you could apply this in Nifty, Bank Nifty as well. So those numbers are very powerful. So this is last month data. So even right now, this is the major top. Nifty made high of 18,667. So 29th, there was a gap up opening, and the pi first resistance cell got activated in Nifty, and it corrected by 170 points. So you could apply this in index as well. And then options, so it gave like 6,700 rupees. Now we look into some past performance. So March month close 17,764. The pi factor is 565. So how we got this pi factor? I take this number and divide it by 31.4. So once you have the pi factor, add to close, you have the first resistance. So here only the resistance got activated. You can see like it got the ultimate top. And okay, ultimate top, and from here the stock corrected by okay, so it was like a huge correction, more than 2,000 points correction happened with respect to this buy top, and you could use the same for buy as well. So if you are an investor, you could make use of buy for a long-term investment when it is getting activated in S2. Okay, so that part we'll come cover. This is Bank Nifty. So the pi resistance gave like 2,000 points, and when that is applied in option, of course you're going to get profits. So here again, price action plus pi, and next day even anchor was there. So these confirm like yes, this is being used. And in these cases, you could hold for bigger profits as well, since multiple systems are saying the same thing. So this particular call, since multiple methods matched for 4K risk, it generated 300%. So for Tata Consumer buy, so you can see like how the same levels are being respected multiple times. And as long as 1 month the support is not taken out, that tries to act as support even in the next month. Likewise, the resistance as well. But give top preference to that particular month's buy numbers. So this gave like 322% per ton. Dr. Reddy, again price action and buy. So gave like 14K profit. Okay, these are a few more examples. Okay, now coming to the next one. So I was saying like the option sellers, you could give preference to 2 pi. Why 2 pi is very powerful. The chances of 2 pi coming is less, and the success rate is high. Okay, any query so far with this pi?
Sir, also can we cover so we got the entry points key, and we got, so what sort of questions some people joined late we have. So I'll quickly try to summarize whatever I have understood, and hopefully that will help them as well.
Sure.
Okay, so basically we take pi because that's a very significant number in the universe. So we have applied that to trading as well. And what we do is basically you take the closing price of any stock or index of a month. You divide it by 10 pi, that is 10 into 3.14. which is equal to 31.4. From there, when you divide, and by the way, for our audience, some people were asking for the sheet, so it's available on SIR's website. We'll post this link in the. I'll post the link of SIR's website in the chat for everyone in just a moment after towards the close of this session. So please stay tuned. So basically, you get that pi factor by dividing. Let's say in this, if we take up Dr. Reddy, December closing price was 4237.55. And the pi factor, we divided 4237 by 31.4. So we got 135. Now we add this 135 to 4237.
Correct.
So that we get the upper resistance. Maximum this stock will go till its closing price plus the pi factor, which is 4372. And the lowest it will go is the bottom support it will go is 4102.6 according to this. So this gives us basic support and resistance. We also discussed the anchor point and price action, how it can support our trading thesis, and combining it gives better returns. And then we saw some live examples how it works. And there's a positional thing,
yes,
which works. Two queries that I have. One is, and the stop loss is of course because it's option buying. So we get the stop loss would automatically be there. It can max, it can go with 0, so nothing can happen there. What I want to know is, so we saw a lot of targets being hit. How do you decide the exit criteria, or is it wherever it closes towards the month? And second, it's related only. So do we hold it for the entire month, or is there a target where we can exit?
Okay, so very good query. So what I would recommend is, so initially, whenever the target hits, what is target? So let's say you are taking the trade with risk of 3K. 3K is going to be your first target. So in your initial days, once the target hits, book full. Don't wait. Okay, don't wait. Blindly book the full profits. Let's say you have made 15K. Okay, maybe like 2 months, 3 months, you take all your time. Your capital may be less, 10K, 15K, no issues. Let's say you have made 15K with a couple of trades. Now, what I would say is, let's say you are having a setup where price action is there, pi is there, and let's say like we have shared more than like 5 plus methods for free in our app. Let's say like 2 more methods are there. Now, what I would suggest is, you luckily got a setup like this. Okay. Now you hold for bigger targets. Only on these kind of setup, not on normal setup. Yes, you can hold for at least a target 2 or 3, assuming you have this kind of setup. Again, with respect to trading, there is no guarantee with respect to the targets. Only thing which is under our control is the SL. But you could anticipate for bigger targets and try to hold till T2. You slowly like book T1, T2, and at the end, yes, you can hold till expiry or until you see bottom reversal is coming with some other method. Once you know like the bottom is kind of done and you're holding a PE, why you should hold unnecessarily? Yes, you could go for exit.
Okay. Right. Awesome.
Okay. Okay, let me move on to the next part. Okay, so why this 2 pi is very powerful? Because the probability of 2 pi occurring is less. Like I said, Nifty 50 stocks, at least 50% of the stocks, they will be giving the pi first resistance and support entry in a month. But only 30% will be giving the 2 pi entry. So here the entry is less and thereby the success rate is more. Okay. So let's take this Bank Nifty example. So June month, based on June close, July. So of course, the first pi or this SL would have got hit. Nothing to deny. Only then it will be coming to pi R2. So here, if you have invested like 3K or 4K, it would have become 0. And once the second resistance comes, yes, you can again invest 3 or 4K as hero or 0. So from here, it corrected by 1000 points. The second resistance. Okay, so this is a beautiful example like how like pi is doing wonders. So if you just see this particular stock, Bajaj Finance, so with August data, next month September, so we have the pi support. So from pi support, okay, it made a monthly low and it went till pi, the first resistance, it corrected. Okay, and again it went till pi second resistance and it corrected, and again it came almost closer to the pi support and it was like kind of bouncing. So of course this kind of scenario is little rare, but just want to show like how these numbers are creating the waves. Okay, so again, with the problem with the indicator is maybe here some lagging indicator would be saying buy. Okay, so that is what I'm saying. Try avoid trading based on a lagging indicator. Reason is the risk reward ratio is not very good. Also, see, practically, like I said, let's say Nifty has made high of. I'll tell you the advantage of the mathematical or like the analog methods. Okay, see, let's say like Nifty has made a high of 18,600, and once Nifty comes to 18,000, your moving average method is saying sell. So first of all, you know already Nifty has corrected by 600 points, and you're not very sure how far it could go down. So that problem is there. Now, second thing is, what is your SL? Am I supposed to exit at 1800, 200, or keep the major high 18,600 as my SL? And once Nifty comes to 17,900, you will be kind of restless because you already know there is 700 points drop, and market could go up any moment. So here the risk reward ratio is not well defined. Of course, yes, you can define risk reward in a better way in lagging indicators, but it is difficult for the freshers. So why reversal? So when you're shorting at high, even if you want to trade intraday, you can keep 1% as SL. When you say like 1% as SL, so if you are selling a stock at 1700, keep 17 rupees as intraday SL. Even though 5 is for positional, you can keep this as SL and you could initiate the trade. So that's the advantage of the leading indicators or reversal systems, where you could trade with a better risk reward. So here second pie, and you can just see like 3,800 comfortably it has given 325% return, and even the date is after 15th. We know like trades coming after 15th, the risk reward ratio is very better, and hence it has given bigger profits. So these kind of trades you could try to capture or like wait for a target 2 or higher targets. But again, in your initial days, play with target 1 alone. And if in case you're an option seller, you could take spreads based on this 2 pi. I won't recommend going naked selling, because when you carry forward naked selling, the risk is unlimited. I would recommend that. But you can treat this as a major resistance, and you could apply your option selling strategy accordingly. Yes, bro, you are about to say.
Yeah, so there was a query, which option strike price should one go for, in the money, at the money, or out of money?
Okay, so again, since we are going to take max risk of 3 to 4K, practically you will be able to buy only out of money. Okay, so again, if you are taking on first day of a month, it will be like maybe OTM out of money 5 or even like 6, something like that. If you are trading on 10th, it could be OTM 2. If you are trading on 18th, it might be ATM. That is why I'm saying whenever you're trading late, the risk reward is supreme, because there is high probability you might get OTM 1 or like ATM. And even if 2% drop in stock, this gives you like 50%, 70% return. So it depends upon your day when you are taking. Basically, it is OTM only, since we are going for positional heroes.
Okay, and this has to be the duration of the, is it a weekly expiry, monthly expiry? Which one should be preferred?
Monthly is better, since like it is calculated based on monthly closing data. Even if you are doing an index, you could go with the monthly expiry.
Awesome.
Okay, so we'll move on to the next part. Okay, so this is again another example of 2 pi. So it tries to give us the selling opportunity at the high, so that like I said, the risk reward ratio would always be much better. Okay, now we'll move on to okay, any other query in pi? We are going to go with the second strategy.
So just to quickly summarize the chart also, because some people were also asking.
Sure.
Basically what happens is we calculated those values. Whenever we see the price, let's say in April, we found the closing price, and then whenever we find the price near support or resistance, we take a contra kind of a reversal trade.
Yes, it is 100% reversal trade.
Yes, and not in contra to the trend.
Contra to the trend, exactly.
Yes,
so
yes.
Our goal is to capture the trend reversal well in advance.
Right.
So people would be bullish. That time we'll be bearish. and the risk reward ratio is supreme for us.
Right.
Even if SL gets, like I said, you can exit with 1% SL if you're trading intra, that is absolutely fine.
Right.
So again, see here, you are almost starting at maybe like 1 or 2 months high.
Right.
So even if, let's say, like you just waited for this day, and if you're shorting here, you can simply put this as your SL.
Right.
Right. But with the indicators, they might be saying sell around here. You don't know whether to keep this as your SL or this as your SL.
Right.
And you don't know how much it is going to fall. I mean, again, with the lagging indicator. Yes,
Right.
RSI is a leading indicator. So there are few bullish band as a leading indicator, but the typical indicators, they have this problem. So just factor this when you're trading.
Awesome. Awesome.
Okay, so we'll come to the next simple trick. So this is again my personal favorite, and if you just see the track record of this particular method, which is even simpler than pi, the results would be stunning. So what it stands for? Option reversal trick. So again, we don't use any indicators. It is purely based on ITM, OTM options closing value. Based on the closing values, we'll be finding the support and resistance, and we'll be going for contra or reversal trades when those numbers come. Again, what is meant for a positional only. So this as well you could do in stock and index. And remember, with respect to this ORT, you are supposed to take first trading day of a new expiry. So what does it mean? Now, okay. So let's speak with respect to weekly expiry. So the last weekly expiry was June 1, right? June 1 was the last weekly expiry. Now I'm saying first trading day of new expiry close. So this is the first trading day of June 8 expiry, right? So with Friday's close, you are supposed to calculate what? If in case it's monthly, let's say like May month, we had expiry on 25, right? So 25 is May expiry. We take first trading day of new expiry, that is this 26th, which is for June series. With this 26th close, okay, just a second. So with this 26th close, we'll be taking the values, stock option values, and we'll be calculating what for the next month. So the difference between pi and what is, we take this particular day's value and we do the calculation. Pi, we take this spot value close and do the calculation. What we take only options. Pi, we take only spot. Spot, we take the calendar close. Option, we take the monthly expiry close and the next day. Okay, now if in case you are ready to see like what's going to happen this month, so these are the numbers. Again, these Excels as well you could download from our app, or you could just create on your own. It is not that complex. So this is okay, weekly. Let's start with monthly. Okay, so this is May 26 close in Nifty, and this is close with Bank Nifty. So I'll show you an example, and I'll elaborate the values for weekly. Let me do that first. So this weekly calculation we'll do. Okay, means we are supposed to do this calculation today or like with Friday. Okay, so Nifty spot closed at 18,534, right? Okay, so Nifty spot closed at 18,534, right? Now what I'm doing, since okay, I'm just taking this number 18,534. Now we need the ITM. What is ITM? In the money option, and OTM. What is OTM? Out of money options. So we are going to take CE and PE, ITM, OTM, and just feed it in this Excel. Since the close is 18,534, 18,600 is out of money CE. Agreed? Likewise, 18,500 is in the money CE. Okay, so 18,600 is out of money CE, 18,500 is in the money CE. Now the opposite for PE, 18,600 is in the money PE, and 18,500 is out of money PE. Okay, so you have to just take these 4 values alone. That's it. So take the close. If you are taking for weekly expiry, take the Friday close. Take the closest round number. When I say like round number, go with strikes of 100. Don't go with strikes of 50, because 50 the volume is not good enough. Only the strikes of 100, they have like good deciding value and factor. So with the close, you take the CE and PE, which is out of money and in the money. So in this case, we are supposed to take all these 4 values. All these values you can see here. So we need this 18,500 call, 18,600 call. So you can see the closing value 69,127 and 18,600 PE, 18,500 PE. So these 4 values we need: 53, 69, 127, 95. So what you are doing, you are just feeding that in this Excel. Okay, so just feed the out of money. Okay, so just feed the out of. So here I have taken out of money. So just call out of money, call 18,600 closing value, out of money put closing value. Likewise, you feed the in the money, call put closing value. That's it. So once you feed these values, this Excel will be calculating the sum of out of money and sum of in the money, and it adds to few stuff. So you can just come to the actual trading number. So we could, so this is support. So this is 18,435 is the first ORT support, and 18,681 is the first ORT resistance. Okay, so stop loss as well, this Excel automatically calculates. 83 point is SL for sell, and 116 point is SL for buy. Again, what is positional? So SL is on day candle close. If you are a safe player, you can exit on 15-minute candle close. Okay. Now, any queries in this ORT? So you have to take out of money CE, out of money PE, and just feed in this Excel. That's it.
Right.
Okay.
Awesome. I've also just shared sir's website link in the chat with everyone. So I hope everyone has it now. Wait a second. So
I'll my Telegram channel, bro. There, even this Excel is there already.
Okay. Yeah.
So in this Telegram channel, you can find this ORT Excel. Also, we have something called ORT V2. So just like pi. So based on these values, you have to just take the next value. Okay.
Yeah.
And you have to subtract from this number. You have the second ORT buy. So what if tomorrow there is a huge gap of opening outside 18,765?
Yeah.
Right. So in those cases, you have to add this number 181 to this number, and you have the second version of ORT. So like we have a dedicated video for this. Again, that is shared for free in our app. All the details you can find in our Telegram channel. Okay. And yes, now coming to the positional ones, so which we are discussing. So once you take the monthly closing value, based on monthly closing value, so this is the premium left for. So okay, like let me explain the mathematics part, like why ORT works forever. See, basically option sellers control the market. When I say like option sellers, why? See, to buy, let's say like Nifty 10 rupee option. Okay, option buyer need just 500 rupee, right? But to sell this option seller at least need say like 1.2 lakh roughly, right? So sellers, they are like big money, and they drive the market. And we all know like there are a lot of option selling strategies. The most commonly deployed one is the short straddle. What is short straddle? Let's say like Nifty is trading at 18,000. You simply sell 18,000 CE and 18,000 PE. Okay, now let's say like you are doing it on a weekly expiry, and here the premium is say 300 points. Now, if big money is selling 18,000 CE and PE, he is not going to worry as long Nifty is trading within this 300 points range. That is 17,700 to 18,300. As long Nifty is trading within this range, he is not going to worry because he's going to get profit. But what happens when Nifty comes to 18,300? He would be facing loss when it goes up, right? So what he will be doing, like he will be initiating shorts so that Nifty falls from 18,300 to downwards. So that is how like these numbers are derived. So basically, I mean, the simple mathematics part is whenever like they go with the short straddle, the premium is like their break-even points. They will not allow the markets to cross the break-even points that easily. So those their break-even points will be acting as strong support and resistance, and there we are taking the reversals. For Nifty, this June series, 1838 is what the version 1 buy, and 1881 is the what the sell. Likewise, Bank Nifty 42 930 is buy, 45 149 is sell. There is high chances like this number could come. If in case this number comes, you just see the reaction in live market, like how it will be acting as a decent reversal numbers. Okay, so these are the numbers for Nifty and Bank Nifty for this particular week. Besides gap up opening, we know like these numbers would be working based on again the past performance. So this is the second version sell. For example, if there is a huge gap up opening beyond the V1, these numbers 18,772 and 18,763 will be acting as resistance. So this video we have shared in our app. So you can download our app, Harmonic Traders, and check this video. See, already it's like close to 1 hour. So we'll not have time. But again, the funda is just like the pi second resistance. We did the what the second support and resistance. Due to the recent days, like where the VIX is extremely low or poor, and market is sleeping, and suddenly it wakes up and it moves violently. So yes, you can check the V2 levels. And what you can do for stock as well. So a sample example, Dr. Reddy May 26th close. So this is the close. So based on the close, we have taken the out of money and in the money CEPE. So these are the ORT support and resistance. If in case these numbers are matching with pi, of course, many times it would be matching because like 70% or like 80% of our methods, they will be in sync with each other. When you say like sync in each other, they'll be telling the same thing. Okay. So all of them will be like speaking the same language, but in kind of different versions. So you could combine any of the no indicator or analog methods to improve the success rate. Again, a query was asked, when can I handle or like when can I hold my position for a longer time? The answer is very simple. When you have like multiple systems pointing toward the same number for sell or buy, that is the place where you can hold for higher targets.
Right. So there was one more query regarding when we apply this to stocks. Is there a specific criteria to which this method can be applied to, or it can be applied to any stock?
No, this could be applied to any F&O stock. So the only thing is, pi you could apply even in cash. I mean, you can trade on cash, but what it is totally based on option values. So you can't even use this method or derive this method for non-F&O stocks. I believe like close to 160 or 180 F&O stocks are there. So you would be able to apply the strategy only on those stocks.
Right.
And again, in those stocks, give top preference to Nifty 50.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the recent ORT highlights. So like we are maintaining the ORT record in our YouTube from November 2020. So you could check our YouTube channel Harmonic Traders. So far, this simple mathematic method, which is not at all being that respected, but it has given or it has generated close to 35K single lot profit. Like the reason is very simple. It's based on the simple mathematics or the break evens of the biggies, and that typically act as good support and resistance. And we have the track record of ORT for all these 1 or 3 episodes, which means like close to 2 years. We are tracking every single ORT, whether SL8 or like target done. So all those things you could find from our website, Harmonic Traders. Right. Very recently, Nifty monthly ORT, I mean, I believe it's last month. Yeah. So it got activated and it completed like 90 points, 190 points profit. So this month we know like this is the ORT sell number, right? 18,891. So we have given the numbers already to you. Once these numbers come, yes, you can see the live projections happening in market.
Right. So another thing is don't, so like sir said, he also gave at least three, there was anchor point and there was price action also. So don't blindly put all your money on just one tool.
Correct, exactly.
Yeah, combine it. So this was one strategy that you should use to aid your trading, and it's
Perfect.
a great strategy. But to take actual trades, don't go by just one thing. Include multiple things to it. Yeah,
exactly. And for freshers, I would be like recommending to go with these books. In fact, this is always my personal favorite, Trading in the Zone. So I could say like this one book like kind of changed my life even, because this have lot of insights, and this clearly says you don't want to be a master in technicals, but you should be a master in discipline to win in trading. So this is written by Mark Douglas. Even audiobooks are available nowadays, so you could just give top preference to this book. And try to be a long-term investor, freshers if in case. Don't become an overnight trader, or don't go into option trading immediately without any proper knowledge. Start with investment. Even you can go with the index Bs, that is safest. Start with investment and slowly you could come into trading. So you could read all these books. And if in case you are a technical lover, you could read Albrook's books. So for price action and even chart patterns, the basic stuff. A lot of wonderful books are written by him. You could check on those books. And Psychology of Money, once you read, you know like how to handle the discipline part. Finally, so this is the conclusion. So don't trade blindly on any one of the methods. So always candlestick validation is needed. Once you enter into the trade, if you're, let's say like you're going for sell, if you're a positional player, look for 1 day or like at least 2 or 4 hour red candle, and then you enter into the trade. And always combine price action and see. So these are the free max methods which we have shared in our app. Okay, so anchor, like I said, so the red ones. So this BTT, so this is again based on simple max. Box, so this will be useful for both breakout and reversal players. So we could derive the numbers well in advance, like how far, let's say like a box, this is what box, okay. Let's say, I mean, even very recent days, like Nifty, Bank Nifty was moving in a particular tight range. Once this range is taken out, so we could calculate how far it could go. So there, if you try to go with the reversal, the success rate is high. Okay, so all these methods we have shared in our app. You could download our app and check these videos for free. Again, don't blindly trade on one simple or like single method. Try to go with the combo. At least 2 or 3 methods should be matching. In fact, they will be matching whenever like you are going with our systems, because like I said, they speak the same language and all are leading. That is the important point. Every single system or method, you can do the calculation at least 1 day in advance. Okay, so just let's say like a particular stock, the buy sell is at 600. Now look if in case there are any red anchors at 600. Okay, look if the price action or the home resistance are coming around 600. So all these calculations do 1 day in advance and it do the trade accordingly.
Right. Awesome. I'll try to summarize in. Some people are again and again asking for this in Hindi, so I hope you joined it. I mean, we have declared it's in English, but I'll try to summarize it in Hindi very quickly. And for those who understand both, hopefully this will serve as a summary as well. So basically, हम लोग this is a ये contra strategy है कि आप कोशिश ये करते हो कि चार्ट पे आपको जो दिख रहा है, आप जब वो टॉप पर हो तब उसको सेल करो, और जब वो बॉटम पर हो, सपोर्ट पर हो, तब आप उसको बाय करो. सो द आइडिया इज, अब वो कैसे पता चलेगा आपको कि कब उसका सपोर्ट और रेजिस्टेंस है? वो सपोर्ट और रेजिस्टेंस पता करने के लिए आपको हेल्प करेगा पाई, विच इज अ यूनिवर्सल मैथमेटिकल नंबर. एक मैथ्स का बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट नंबर होता है पाई, जिसकी वैल्यू होती है 3.14, 3.14. तो 10 पाई को लेते हैं, यानी कि 31.4, 31.4 को हम लोग लेंगे, और जो भी क्लोजिंग प्राइस था पिछले महीने का, पिछले मंथ का जो भी आपका क्लोजिंग प्राइस आया था, उसमें उसको आप डिवाइड करो 31.4 से. जो भी वैल्यू आएगी उसी को ऐड करो आपके क्लोजिंग प्राइस पे, और उसी को सब्ट्रैक्ट करो अपने क्लोजिंग प्राइस पर. जो ये दो नंबर आएंगे, जो छोटा नंबर है वो आपका सपोर्ट बन जाएगा, जो बड़ा नंबर है वो आपका रेजिस्टेंस बन जाएगा। अब आपको क्या करना है, आपको नजरें चार्ट पे रखनी है, पेशेंट रहना है। ऐसा नहीं है कि आप कभी भी घुस जाओ, आपको ये देखना है कब वो सपोर्ट पे आया, कब वो आपके रेजिस्टेंस पे आया, और वहां पे कॉन्ट्रा ट्रेड आपको लेना है, आपको उल्टा लेना है। ट्रेंड आपको कह रहा हो कि ऊपर जा रहा है, बट जब वहां पे पहुंचे उसके बाद आपको कंफर्मेशन लेना है कुछ एक और इंडिकेटर से। सिर्फ एक इंडिकेटर से आप ट्रेड में मत घुसिए, आपको 2-3 इंडिकेटर्स, आप 2-3 इंडिकेटर्स यूज कीजिए। इंडिकेटर्स नहीं, आई एम सॉरी, टूल्स यूज कीजिए, जैसे कि सर ने ही बताया, और इवन कंबाइन इट विद इंडिकेटर्स इफ यू प्रेफर दैट, बट have 2-3 strategies is the right word, be it indicator, be it tool, be it your anything। 2-3 स्ट्रैटेजीज को कंबाइन कीजिए, इंक्लूडिंग दिस। आपको एक नंबर मिला हुआ है, आपको दिख रहा है कि जैसे प्राइस एक्शन हो गया, आपको दिख रहा है कि बार बार वहां पे वो रेजिस्टेंस खा रहा है, पलट नहीं जाता है, वापस आ जाता है, जाता है, वापस आता है, 3-4 बार हुआ, हमने एग्जांपल्स भी लाइव वीडियो में देखे। अगर आपको प्राइस एक्शन से कंफर्मेशन आ रहा है कि हाँ वो उस 3.1 को रिस्पेक्ट कर रहा है, तो आप उसका कॉन्ट्रा ट्रेड वहां पे ले सकते हो, कि आप वहां पे उसको सेल कर दो कि अब यहाँ से और ऊपर नहीं जाएगा, क्योंकि हमारा पाई ने भी बोला है यहाँ से ऊपर नहीं जाएगा, प्राइस एक्शन ने भी बोला है, और भी कई सारी स्ट्रैटेजीज होती है, वो भी यही आपको कंफर्मेशन दे रही है। तो आप एक कॉन्ट्रा ट्रेड लो, एंड उससे आपको होपफुली अच्छे रिटर्न्स मिलेंगे, विच इज व्हाट द डेटा सेज। सो दैट इज द, अब दिस इज द पोजिशनल स्ट्रैटेजी। मंथली आपको लेने हैं 3 to 4,000 का लेने की कोशिश आप कर सकते हो। तो अगर आप मंथ की शुरुआत में ले रहे हो तो आपको ओटीएम लेना होगा, मिड ऑफ द मंथ ले रहे हो तो आप थोड़ा एटीएम के पास आ जाओगे। आपको प्रेफरेबली मंथली स्ट्राइक्स लेनी है। ये किसी पर भी अप्लाई हो सकता है, ये इंडेक्स पर भी अप्लाई हो सकता है, ये स्टॉक ऑप्शंस पर भी अप्लाई हो सकता है। एफएनओ स्टॉक्स को आपको लेना चाहिए इंस्टेड ऑफ कोई भी रैंडम के लिए। कैश में भी आप इसको अप्लाई कर सकते हो, बट एफएनओ में आप लोगे तो थोड़ा वहां पे ज्यादा अच्छा मार्जिन वगैरह आपको मिलता है। सो ये जो शीट है इसके काफी सारे कैलकुलेशंस भी सर ने दिखाए, इस बार के लेवल्स भी दिखाए, वो सभी कुछ सर की वेबसाइट पर अवेलेबल है। वेबसाइट का लिंक मैंने चैट पर ऑलरेडी शेयर कर दिया, उनका टेलीग्राम का चैनल भी आपकी स्क्रीन पर इस समय आपको दिख रहा है, एंड उनका यूट्यूब चैनल इज ऑल्सो देयर। तो आप यूट्यूब ऑल्सो यू कैन ज्वाइन सर्च टेलीग्राम, यूट्यूब, एंड ऑफ कोर्स उनकी वेबसाइट पर यू कैन डाउनलोड दैट एक्सेल एज वेल। We'll also try, अच्छा, तो that was ये सब हिंदी में मैंने एक बार explain कर दिया। I'll switch back to English because we promised that this session is going to be gave a note that this session is going to be in English. Please do follow sir on all his social media handles. I've already put the link in the chat. His Telegram link is on the screen. He also has got a YouTube channel by the same name. You can follow him there. We'll request sir कि we'll try to get him back again on some weekend and learn more such strategies which are mentioned, for instance, and he has shared on his channels as well. So quite a few participants had asked for a recording of this session. We'll have to see what we can do. No commitments as of now.
No, recording they can get. I mean, we have in our app, they can get it for free.
Right. So that there you can get a previously recorded session.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So yeah, so that's it from our end. I know there were a lot of queries. I think over 200 questions we've got, but unfortunately we have a limited time slot right now, and we have already exceeded our time slot. So we'll close the session for the day. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. We had over 500 people participating with us. Still 300 plus people are there. Arun sir, thank you so much for your time and sharing your knowledge with us.
Thank you, bro. Before we wind up, just 2 minutes, I just went through like few queries. Let me answer them alone.
Yeah, definitely.
There was a query asked, so what if a breakout happens after R1? Can I go for long? No, don't do that, because there will be like multiple times failed breakout happening with respect to R1, and again the reversal could happen. So don't do that. Two options you have whenever like a trade goes against you, when you're trading on Pi R1. Option A, since you have taken positional trade and your risk is like 3K, you can hold till the month end. Anything would happen in the month end. Option B, you book the loss and wait for Pi R2 to come, and again you initiate a fresh trade again in the selling side for R2. Okay, so don't do the reversal step. And somebody asked whether this strategy will work on 15th. Yes. So what it is again on weekly and monthly. Every week Friday, we need to do new calculation for ORT in Nifty and Bank Nifty, and of course you could do in Fin Nifty as well. So Fin Nifty, the expiry is Tuesday. So with Wednesday's close, you are supposed to calculate the Fin Nifty ORT values, and those values are valid only for that particular week. Next week we need to go with the upcoming ORT values. So just stick to this. So these queries I just saw. Yeah, that's it, bro. Fine. Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you so much for solving those queries and for the entire session. This was absolutely brilliant. I had a lot of fun. I'm sure our audience also, participants also enjoyed a lot and learned a lot. So thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, bro. Bye.
Good night, everybody. Hope you have a profitable day tomorrow. Bye-bye. Have a really good night.